I was able to watch If, and was this a big surprise? So let's review it. Let's start off with everything I liked about it. And for starters, what the cast and crew of this movie have been saying is that it feels like a live-action Pixar movie, and that's exactly what it feels like. It has all the emotional beats that a Pixar movie would have, and has that amazing storytelling that a Pixar movie would have. This 100% feels like a live-action Pixar movie. Surprisingly, this movie has an emotional weight on its shoulders. At times, I felt tears building up. I was not expecting that, because if you don't know me, it's rare for me to cry during a movie. I mean, like, it can happen, but it's rarely happened. I don't really cry a lot. For this movie to make me feel that, it did something, and it did, because I'm still thinking about it, and it did a really good job at that. Such a surprise in the emotional way that a lot of people weren't expecting, and it has a really nice theme that goes along with that, with these ifs. And all the actors do great in this movie. When it comes to Ryan Reynolds, he's really good. And then when we come to like Matt Damon, Emily Blunt, Awkwafina, all voicing these ifs, they're really fun in these roles, even though they have small roles with the people I just listed. There's some bigger ifs in here, and a lot of them do have big roles, and I like just the way they're voiced with the character, and just brings that character to life with everything that they're able to bring to it. Also, another thing, this movie's funny. Like, it's a funny movie. It's emotional, and it's a funny movie. Now, Ryan Reynolds is in it. He improvs lines in, which he does do in here. But there's also a lot of other funny jokes in here that are pretty funny and just come out of nowhere, which is what makes it funny. While also being able to balance that emotional tone with the humor, and is able to make those both work really well. They even work in sync with each other sometimes, and it all really works. This movie just really comes off as a Pixar movie, like I said, and is able to hold everything and just makes it a great movie. But I do have to talk about what I didn't like about the movie, and it's not much. So there's one plot point in here which is very important and is part of that emotional beat that I wish they spent more time on. It's kind of in the beginning, in the middle, and then it kind of goes to the main plot point of the movie. So I wish for more of that emotional beat, which the emotional beat is still in here, but just for that more impactful thing, I feel like you needed to take your time more with that plot point to make it more impactful with the emotion. One more thing, a lot of people are not going to have this problem. For me, it's not really a problem, but I was able to predict what happened at the end of this movie because of just a few words that were mentioned in the first 20 minutes of the movie. So I was able to predict what the end of this movie was. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But like the thing they had at the end of the movie, I was able to predict that because of just a few words at the beginning that I was able to piece together and make me think that, and I was able to predict it. Now, I don't know if that was obvious or not, but I was able to predict it. But all in all, If was a huge surprise. This movie is surprisingly emotional, while also funny, and being able to balance both of those out to make it work, and what the cast and crew have been saying, this feels like a live-action Pixar movie. That is basically the perfect term for this movie. If is 100% worth checking out, and out of 10, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, maybe these ones on the side will interest you too. Like and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.